Hi, my name is Gagandeep Singh and I am the organizational psychologist. In one of our previous videos, we talked about deliberate practice, which is a special type of practice followed by high performers to accelerate their learning. This concept was developed by a psychologist called Anders Ericsson, and this framework is the gold standard of learning and is followed by international athletes and CEOs for taking their performance to the next level. It basically has four components. The first one is a very specific goal that the learner wants to accomplish. So, if they want to get better at something, they should set very clear and objective goals so that they can track their progress and know when they succeeded or failed. The second one is absolute engagement, which means that a person should be completely immersed in the practice. They should not multitask or do the session half heartedly. It is better to have a shorter practice session with 100% focus than a longer practice session with 70% focus. The third factor is continuous repetition of the task over and over and over again, but with a slight stretch every single time, which means each session should push the person slightly out of their comfort zone, around 10 to 15%. I'll explain all of these points with an example very shortly. And the last factor is instant feedback from an expert, which means that the person should have a coach who can look at their practice session and immediately give them corrective feedback to improve themselves. But how can this framework be applied in work settings? We consult a lot of IT companies and we get asked this question a lot. How can we apply deliberate practice in the IT industry? How can a software engineer use deliberate practice at work to take their game to the next level? Deliberate practice can be applied in various ways in the field of software engineering to improve skills and expertise of software engineers. Here are some suggestions on how to incorporate deliberate practice into your software engineering activities. The first aspect of deliberate practice is specific goal setting. So if you are a software engineer, identify a specific aspect of software development or programming that you want to improve, such as algorithm design, debugging skills, or code optimization. And then set clear measurable goals for your practice sessions. For example, improving the efficiency of a particular algorithm or learning a new programming language feature or a new technology. That's the first bit. The second aspect of deliberate practice is focused learning sessions. So if you are a software engineer, allocate dedicated time for your learning sessions. Avoid multitasking and distractions during these sessions to maintain concentrated attention. Make sure you put your phone away, find a secluded place to sit without any distractions where no one can come and distract you. Remember that every time we get distracted by any sort of interruption, it takes us around 15 minutes to reorient our brain and bring our brain back to the same level of thought process as before. The third aspect of deliberate practice is stretch. So if you are a software engineer, choose tasks or features that challenge your current level of skill set, forcing you to stretch beyond your comfort zone. So if you are working on a specific project, try to apply your learnings on the current project and see if you can successfully execute it. You can take this practice to the next level by applying it on new technologies, frameworks, or languages. This not only broadens your skill set but also exposes you to different problem solving approaches. The idea is to just push yourself out of the comfort zone. The fourth aspect of deliberate practice is instant feedback from an expert. While learning a new technology, for example, a software engineer should actively seek feedback on their code. Engage in code reviews with peers or mentors to receive constructive criticism and suggestions for improvement. The expert should be able to analyze your mistakes and suggest improvements. One thing to note is that the feedback has to be instant. A lot of times while coding, the feedback does come instantly. Maybe not through a coach, but through the success or failure of the code. So if your code is working correctly, it's a sign that you're writing the code correctly. So that does count as feedback. If you follow these 4 steps that you are engaging in deliberate practice, then your learning will be accelerated. Remember that deliberate practice is not about mindlessly repeating something, but it's rather a more purposeful practice. You need to continuously monitor your progress, stretch yourself, improve yourself in those targeted areas, and seek constant feedback from an expert. If you follow deliberate practice for more than 10,000 hours, it is said that you will reach a master level, which means you will be one of the best engineers in the world after you've completed 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. So that's it from my side. I hope you liked the framework. I hope you liked the concept, and I hope you will be able to apply it in your IT settings, in your software engineering settings. And I hope you will be able to use this framework to take your game to the next level. That's it from my side. My name is Gagandeep Singh. I am the organizational psychologist, and I'll see you again very soon. Till then, take care and keep practicing deliberately.